long as your breast is a function, we go move, oh, we go move. No matter where you come from, we must groove, oh, we go groove. As long as your breast is a function, we go move, oh, we go move. Obenado, Osana Bruedo, beyond the flesh and the bone, the breath of life now your own. Because I'm feeling the tension, dealing with the pressure, dealing with different problems of life. Cause I know that everybody got them. Big man or small man, doesn't matter if you're black or you're white. See, I tell you, we must groove, oh, we go groove. As long as your breast is a function, we go move, oh, we go move. No matter where you come from, we must groove, oh, we go groove. As long as your breast is a function, we go move, oh, we go move. The party don't start and the people them know. I post the medulla so regularly. Stepping up any party. Tell me no go believe how we just spending money. Night time to win the money. Tell me what I go do just to clear your eye. Anyhow you think that I'm a consign guy. So make I just say do what I do. If you know jelly you, jelly they move. So they confuse, you can walk in my shoes. No go to your map and waiting no consign you. Anything they happen but you don't have a clue. Anything them do them couldn't stop the route. Make you no go tell somebody say I tell you. Let's just try to keep the shit between.
Well, he is still grooving, but right now he's also keeping a close tab on his new business venture. Yes, I'm talking about music icon and UNHCR Goodwill Ambassador Innocent Idibia, also known as Chubaba, who has formally unveiled Idibia Cooperatives Organization, an agro-allied business concern with headquarters in Nigeria and branches in State of Israel as well as the United Kingdom. During a live chat with Nigerian Stock Exchange CEO Oscar Onyema at the virtual ringing of the gong to close the market on Monday, Chubaba stated that the initiative was birthed out of the desire to keep keen to the government policy of diversification of the economy through agriculture and its ancillary businesses.
The management of the Nigerian Stock Exchange congratulates you on your recent appointment by the United Nations High Commission.
Yes, I got your letter, sir. I really appreciate that, sir. All the things that NSC has been doing, the Nigerian Stock Exchange has been doing, has been wonderful, you know. Even me myself, I try small diversification, you know, since, you know, I'm also trying to key into that diversification of the economy through agriculture. I actually have an ongoing project right now. Permit me to officially unveil it right here, right now. You know,
go for it.
Yes, Idibia Agro-Allied Limited, and it's basically agriculture. We just want to, you know, create jobs for our youths, empower our women.
Your next part in this thing. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Distinguished guests, that familiar sound is what you would have heard on the trading floor to signify that trading for the day has closed.
And Innocent Idibia joins us now live via WebEx. Welcome to Baba. Thanks for joining us today for another important discussion. And I think we also have another Innocent with us today, Innocent Obande, who is your executive director. And I was going to start by actually saying, is it purely coincidental that you both have the same name?
It is, actually, it is.
Okay. Well, congratulations on the launch of your new business venture. Let's start off with that. Tell us more about Idibia and why you decided to launch this initiative.
Okay, well, you know, all around the world, you can see what's going on, especially with, you know, oil prices and all that. It's crazy right now. And with this pandemic, so many things are just going left. You know, so I see that, you know, agriculture is something that, you know, is really, really important right now. Food shortage is going to be a very serious problem. And, you know, for me, coming from Benue State, which is regarded as a food basket of the nation, I grew up around farming. My dad was a farmer. So it was just natural for me to venture into this, you know, aside from a couple of other businesses that I've, you know, ventured into. So for me, agriculture has been a very important part of what I've always intended to do. And here we are right now with Idibia. So I'm just happy to, you know, start this movement, and I'm happy to, be able to try to contribute something, to the growth of my people and to the growth of the country as a whole. So for me, it's very, very important,
Indeed, congratulations once more. But let me speak to the other innocent at this time.
Yes.
Mr. Innocent Obande, a lot more people are taking agriculture seriously as a business. I mean, even Tubaba is venturing into that now. But do you think that agriculture can once more become the bedrock of Nigeria's diversification drive in the face of dwindling revenues from oil slum?
Well, thank you for the opportunity to be on your platform and to reach out to the teaming wonderful people who listen and watch your program. And to straight to your question, yes, if you look at the events of the past few weeks and months, you realize that of all the people that we have found very important to us, they come from agriculture and food value chain. And then you also have the healthcare and the pharmaceuticals, and of course ICT, and the part of which your platform is one. So yes, I don't think we have a choice. The few events that happened recently are an eye-opener to us. Very soon, our oil won't be so wonderful anymore. I'm sure you realize that recently too, our oil tankers were on the sea looking for buyers. But for agriculture, wow. We can employ virtually almost everybody. Of course, don't forget that you can have both urban farming as well as rural farming. And in any case, there isn't anything as rural farming anymore. Look at what China has done with agriculture. Look at what India has done with agriculture. Look at what Israel has done with agriculture. Look at what America is doing with agriculture. And you will see clearly that agriculture is the right thing to be doing now. You need to feed people. And we have a lot of unemployed people in Nigeria. So it's a very good platform.
Certainly, I think everyone would definitely agree with that. That agriculture is the now, it's the future. And we'll come back to you in just a second, Mr. Obande, to go into more details on that. But Tubaba, let me come back to you for a second to ask you about your short, medium, and also long-term plans for this initiative. And also, I saw that you launched as well in Israel and the United Kingdom, or you're planning on launching in Israel and the United Kingdom. Why those two particular locations?
It's because we already have a couple of expats that we're working with closely, in those places. For me, the short-term goal is we started in Benue already. We've acquired land in Benue, and we're also acquiring land in a couple of other states. But we're starting from Benue, like they say, charity begins at home. So we're starting from Benue. We have already started a cooperative registration of, like I said in the talk with the NSC chairman yesterday. We hope to engage over 1,000 youths in every state of the federation. So we've started from Benue now already, and the short-term plan is, farm starts. We started with this soybeans, with rice, with I don't have all this. Not say me now, music be my forte too much. So all this plenty grammar, not too easy to speak, So, but the long-term goal is to actually get people trained, and then eventually they'll be able to stand on their own. So it's a three-phase process. So for me, I'm just excited to be able to engage a whole lot of people, young guys, young ladies, women, people that naturally wouldn't have any hope of any livelihood. I'm really, really happy about the fact that we will be able to do something in that aspect. Not for everybody, but at least we will try to do for the number of people we do, And if we have all the necessary support, then we can go to 1 million people. We can go to beyond all that number. So for me, it's a gradual process. But I think I'll let Mr. Innocent Obande really explain all that technical jargons, all those kind of talk that they talk. I know they sabi all those kind of,
Thank
so
you.
I'll leave all that for Mr. Innocent to.
Indeed. Thank you so much for your honesty. I mean, you're saying this cannot be for everybody, but also thank you for including the women farmers who have a lot of challenges, when it comes to farming in Nigeria and agriculture. But let me ask both of you this question, and I'll start with you, Innocent, because you talked about scaling up this. Now, it is the wish of this administration, President Muhammad Buhari's administration, to lift 100 million people out of poverty in the next 10 years. And one of the ways they wish to do this is through agriculture. So let me ask both of you, but I'll start with you too, Baba. Are you working with anybody? Are you working with the administration on this project? Have you reached out to them?
We've reached out to a whole lot of very, very well-meaning Nigerians. This thing is all hands on deck. There is no, like we always say, government alone cannot solve all these problems. Just like as private people corrupt, now so private people self-correct too. So we are planning to work with everybody. You understand what I'm saying? We're planning to work with everybody across the board. There is no discrimination. Anybody that can contribute meaningfully to this movement, we're definitely working with everybody. There's no halfway movement in this movement. It's all the way, all hands on deck. All sleeves have been rolled up and we're ready to go. So that's what it is, man.
All right. And so, Mr. Obande, what's your response? I mean, reaching out to this administration, what aspects would you want them to come in as regards this project?
Well, thank you very much for that good question. So let me state here that just like Tubaba has stated earlier, behind the scene, there's a whole lot of work going on. First, we identified that we need professionals to work with. So we've written to some professionals and we're engaging their services. We've also written to the Central Bank Governor of Nigeria. We've written to the Minister of Agriculture. We've written to the Minister of Finance. We've written to the President of this country, who has good intentions concerning engaging all Nigerians that are willing to work. And I can assure you of this. We are willing to work with this government, and that is why we have written them formally. I can also assure you that we have received responses from the CBN governor, and we're currently working to see how they can partner with us to reach out to Nigerians. I am sure that you come from a village and a state in Nigeria, and you agree with me that it's never been this hard on some people. Yet, we're sitting on gold. Nigeria is sitting on gold. We have very good land. If you travel out of Nigeria, you realize that we're gifted by God. We have good land. All we need is a bit of partnership from the private sector and the government. And so we've written Nigerian Stock Exchange, like Tubaba has mentioned. We've written to the CBN. We've also written to the federal government. And we've written to the relevant ministers that we believe can be of partnership with us. So who are our target audience? We're targeting women and youths who are willing to work. And we also know that some people have a passion for farming. We also know that some people have value to add. There's a whole value chain in agriculture, you understand? So we've done all of this, and sincerely speaking, we are not keeping all our eggs in one basket. If CBN is slow in answering us, we will go to the stock exchange and we appeal to Nigerians who are willing to invest. And by the way, we have idle assets. We have tractors not working in so many farms. We have land not being properly cultivated, and we are not getting efficient use of those land. So we're going to bring as much of this partnership on board so that between now and 6 months and 6 months to 12 months, we'll have a huge reduction in crime rate. We also have huge participation. And can I also add this? When people work, there's dignity in labor. There's satisfaction that you are contributing your quota to the development of your country. And hey, who wouldn't like to go home and have his family back home in the village, well received, and people happy instead of begging? So we can all contribute. This is not for one person. Definitely the president can't do this by himself. The private sector must rise up to the question and rise up to the challenge. And if you permit me, I'd like to use this platform to challenge the CBN. It is not enough to approve palliatives for agribusiness. You must find out how many banks are participating in this agribusiness. And we're not talking about statistics. We're talking about, can the media go and verify these statistics? We're also talking about how many people are benefiting. Are they using it? Do they need help? Do they need farm extension service providers? Do they need access to input providers? The CBN has to provide a feedback mechanism to be sure that government has approved money, yes. Are people able to assess them? Who are the people assessing them? Are those people even able to use them? So we must, continue to engage each other.
Certainly. And this is honestly just a brilliant initiative, looking at how you're also tapping into the government's idea of diversification. And we can only wish you all the best with Idibia and all of the ventures ahead. But before we go to Baba, we're going to come back to you and we're going to put you on the spot for a second. Today we are marking the 61st birthday of Prince Ndukwa Obaibena, the chairman of Arise Media Group and also This Day newspapers, yes. So we would love it if you could sing him a very happy birthday.
Wow. Okay, let me borrow Evie Edna Ogoli's song. Let me borrow that song. That song so much. Ooh, yeah. I wish you happy birthday. Ooh, yeah. Very many happy returns. Hey, happy birthday, sir. One love. All the blessings, long life, prosperity.
Amen.
Bless you, sir.
Aww.
Happy birthday. Yes, so.
Thank you so much. Lovely. And thank you very much for joining us on Newsday today and sharing information about Idibia. All the best to both innocents. Take care.
Thank you for having us.
Indeed.